Welcome back to another episode of Game on Blitz. Me and my co-host Smoke Conde. I know what it is. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Today, excuse me. So today we're gonna recap the game, the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons, and also we're gonna recap the game between the Denver Nuggets versus the LA Clippers. Let's start with the New York Knicks first and the Detroit Pistons. Let's go back to our prediction. Who did you pick to win that series?
I think I had New York winning. I think I had New York winning.
I thought we both had New York winning.
I did say that it would go like maybe 6 or 7, but it didn't want to game. I mean, game 6 actually, it went to 6 because it's 4-2.
Was it 4? I thought it went to game 6.
Yeah,
you're right.
It was 4-2.
6 game, they beat them in Detroit. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, like me, everything we said, Detroit, the younger team building, like still in that stage. It was for me. I was even surprised that the year that kid had and took them all the way to the playoffs. A lot of people were surprised, and that's why that was one of the reasons why their coach was up for coach of the year for taking a struggling team and making them a playoff contender, right? And so that's for me. They can't look at this season for them is definitely a step to it. That Giannis said that there's no failure. It's definitely a step to what they trying to build. And I think they have a good thing going on. They probably need one more piece. And I feel like they can do something and coming next year. And the thing is, bro, Jaden Ivey, he's on that team. I didn't even know that, but he's been injured all year, so he didn't really play. I remember seeing him last year, a couple games.
Yeah, he got injured early.
So him coming back next year, so they have a young core team over there with couple vets around them. And Beasley had a really good season, but there's a lot of bright stuff that they can look at. Going to off season, hopefully kid can come back as the same player next year, and they can do it again.
Yeah, I agree. I had the Knicks winning. I think because the Detroit Lions they did pretty good this year, and they're a pretty good team. Ivy going down kind of took a toll on them, but still they maintain great coaching. Kay Cunningham, a future star in this game. He got a chance to be a superstar, and I can also see him fall into that category with Jokic averaging a triple-double because he's very much capable of, and he got the ball in his hand most of the time. And also, I didn't think that they were going to be able to beat the Knicks because the experience and because they have Action Bronson. You feel me? So I was saying all the time, and plus Karl-Anthony Towns is a great addition to that team offensively. He's not the best defender, but offensively, we seen, that game when he was going off. We seen him take a step back three. We seen him do a lot of things, so I think the Knicks was a better team overall, and I thought it was gonna go to 7 games, but six is good, and I think they're dangerous. Action Bronson, to me, he's a superstar.
Yeah, he's nice.
I think we talked about it. I didn't put him in a superstar. I think he's a superstar to me,
bro. In playoff, bro, he's like a different person, bro. He began 30 easily.
Exactly. So to me, he's a superstar.
I feel like him on that team, he's a problem, bro. He's a problem for sure. And he's done it multiple playoff series, bro. Even the last year, the series against the Sixers, he's done it in multiple series. So he's definitely a problem.
He's normally efficiency being the 46, 47. He averaged 31 points against the Detroit Pistons in the series. 31 points. Shooting 81% from the free throw. 8.2 assists, about 4 rebounds. Those are great stat numbers, bro.
Yeah.
31? How old is Jalen Brunson? 6'2"? How tall is he?
Yeah. He's 6'1", 6'2". Yeah.
6'2", 190, bro. First game, 34. Second game, 37 points. Third game, 30 points. The fourth game, 32 points. The fifth game, 16 points. And then the last game, 40 points. And let's talk about the last play of game 6. It was tied. Now, first, let's go back a little bit. Detroit was up, I believe, by 2 points. And then New York Knicks came down on the other end. I forgot who took the jump shot, but they missed it. Mikal Bridges had a putback layup. It tied the game.
Yeah.
On the other end, I feel like that's where experience comes in. On the other end, I think Kid had the ball. If I'm not mistaken, he
passed it to Beasley and then it slipped in his hand.
Did it slip or they took a jump shot
that last thing, he passed it to Beasley and it hit him, it went out of bounds.
No,
Last man
I'm
get
talking
about.
about like after they tied it, they went down the court, missed, and then Jalen Brunson came and hit a three. Are you talking about the last play?
Then maybe the last play is when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
lost
yeah,
the ball.
yeah. So they
Okay.
came back down, missed, and then they took the ball. I believe that I don't know if they called a timeout, but so the matchup was Action Bronson versus
The
the
Thompson twin.
Thompson twin, right?
Yeah.
And then like it was a great matchup, right? Because he's a great defender. I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be tough for him to get a shot off. Boy, he
You
drove,
know the possession, like couple possession before that, he stole the ball away from just the same sequence. He stole the ball away from Brunson. Brunson trying to go behind the bench and
took
he
the
tipped
ball,
it, and then they win. But then the next time, bro,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he
He
cleared him out of
got him.
there.
He cleaned him.
He
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 sent
cleared him
him
out of
right
there.
there, bro. Like that was
Yeah,
crazy. So yeah, he came down, went left, act like he was going left, drove real hard going on the left, pause, and then snatch him back. Thompson was way out of the picture, but he still was able to
yeah.
recover. But bro stepped in.
It was too
He
much.
stepped
Yeah.
right into it. That's basketball fundamentals, bro. You got space, step into your shot, take the three, follow through, left-handed, knocked it down, all net. So it was like
Yeah.
it was crazy because I believe did he win clutch player of the year?
He did.
He did he win clutch player of the year last year too?
No, I don't think. I think it was last year. No, I don't think he did last year. Let me see.
Yeah, but
Isn't that like that's a new trophy that came wasn't.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think did De'Aaron Fox win one a couple years ago? No, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know who won last year. But this year he been clutch all year. So yeah, he did a
Oh,
good job.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Last year, De'Aaron Fox won it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so Jalen Bronson definitely deserved that. And but as far as the Detroit Pistons, how do you feel about their overall performance, and how do you feel about them in the near future or next year? Do you think they should make some move, or should they keep the same team?
I think they probably. That's why I was telling you. I said maybe like Devin Booker or Broderick Beal on that team. I feel like one of those guys or somebody. They need like one more. Even they were talking about KD. Like they need like okay. This is my problem with them, right? The best shooter this year was a bench player, which is Beasley. I think that's a problem. If you really want to make a run into like a playoff, your best shooter being a bench player, that's to me is a problem.
You think
They
so?
gotta find they gotta find like a starter that can shoot the ball well. Like that can, cause I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. For me, there's something about Tobias Harris that I don't know, bro.
He's just a regular player.
You get what I'm saying? But then he's not making regular money. He's been making
know.
good money in the NBA. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
So you
for me, I
pocket
can't
watch
put
him more?
No, I'm not pocket watching. I'm just saying, bro. Like they, for me though, like they best shooter coming off the bench to me. That one, I felt like that was like a little problem to me.
Yeah.
They gotta find somebody that can kind of like they gotta find somebody that can get consistent 20 to 25 points.
Yeah, I think
Like maybe move on from Tobias Harris, bro, because he's too inconsistent to me. Like he's a good player, like both offensively and defensively, but he's not the
yeah,
A factor. Like,
he's a good player to have on your team. But if you want a championship team, I think you got to do more than a little bit. You got to do extra. They already got one star K Cunningham. He averaged 25, 8, and 8 in a series. Great numbers. I believe he's on like 23, 24. And I think Jaden Ivey is coming back. He was having a phenomenal year.
yeah,
So like what they're gonna do with that? If they're gonna bring in either KD or Devin Booker, you said whoever, but I don't think KD's gonna go to Pistons. I don't think any of those guys are gonna go to Pistons because who wanna go in that market? Just think about it.
and go to Detroit. That's what I'm saying too.
It's like who wanna go there? It's like I don't know. Like is it attractive? Unless you just wanna like stoop down and just I wanna go and try to win a championship and I can do it with this team, and you got a vision for it. And you believe in Kay Cunningham and those boys, and you believe y'all can do it, and you want to follow, chase your legacy in that aspect, then go ahead and do it. But I don't think KD is gonna go there. I think KD at this age, you want to go somewhere where he can play basketball, play winning basketball,
Houston.
but also enjoy want to be in a place that he wanna kind of like enjoy. So to me, it's just like I don't know. We'll see. I think they got a solid team. Like I do agree with the Tobias Harris, bro. Tobias Harris is just, in addition to having a good player on your team, he doesn't make a huge difference, you know.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to Action Bronson. Who they playing the next round? Boston?
They getting swept. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
No. They're not getting swept.
Cause listen to this, right? I feel like Jalen Brunson played too many 1v1, bro. Like if nothing coming from him, it's hard for them to get off. Pause.
I disagree.
I'm like I don't know, bro. I don't think like if he's not, cause he's like I don't know, bro. If he's not doing anything, it's hard for them to really get up. If you take him out the game, you beat them easy, bro. I strongly believe that. If you take Jalen Brunson out the game, which is the hard task to do, you beat them easy.
I think you can do that with every team except for Boston. If you take, but we see LeBron and Luka lose with both of them on the team. Playing. And if you take, well, we seen Garland not play today and they lost. If you take, who else is out there? If you take Tyrese Halliburton off that team, or if you take Pascal Siakam, they probably lose.
No, but I'm saying that like if you like for example, if you minimize Brunson, you can minimize Halliburton on that team. They can still like a lot of players can still get off.
Same thing with the Knicks.
No, the Knicks, bro. I'm telling you, like he be like I'm talking about like not only like scoring but also like handling the ball, which I thought the Pistons was gonna do the most. Like I don't know. Let's just see how the Boston series. Because I feel like that's what gonna be. It's gonna be key on him and the rest of them because they're gonna let the rest of them like. If like Mikal Bridges, he can take shots. They're gonna let him shoot. He's not like a really good shooter. It's not a good like
Mikal Bridges, he can shoot it. He can shoot it.
Me, I do feel like once they that's how the Boston gonna beat them, bro. They're gonna like kind of like get on Brunson, but Brunson gonna get he gonna get his though. He gonna get his.
But we acting like Karl Anthony Towns is not on that team.
Yeah, I don't really trust that man. He be in foul trouble a lot.
Yeah, but we can't deny that. I think I don't know if it was game 5 or game 4. If it wasn't for him, they would have lost that game though.
Yeah, I mean he's nice. He's nice. But
he averaged a double in that series.
For me, he don't really scare me as much. Like it's like
so you don't think. You don't think 27 points, 9 rebounds is a good game? Like you don't trust those numbers?
No, that's a good game. But I say, can he do it back to back to back?
He did 31 and 8, and he did 27 and 9. That's back to back.
I think one of the game he was one of the game. Let me see what game it was.
Last game last game he had 10 points.
It wasn't even that. There was another game. That they lost. I think it was in Detroit where he really wasn't effective at all.
Yeah, he had 10 points in that game.
That was the last game.
No, that was the second game.
The second game?
Yeah. So I think his game is going to elevate as they go. I think they got weapons. Styles make fight too. I would say that styles make fight. So you might look weak against a certain team and then you play at a high level against another team. I think people just forget that sometimes. And I think Mikal Bridges is a pretty good player.
Matchup do matter.
Yeah, his three point shooting is just like kind of like not looking real good. 32% from the three. So he can try to improve on that. But who you got winning? And you got Boston winning that game? I mean that series.
Yeah, I got Boston. I got Boston coming out of it.
You say sweep?
I think maybe like 4-1. I don't think they win in 2 games against Celtics, bro.
That game might go to 7, bro. The Magic got 1 game.
Bro, that's because
the Knicks is better than Magic. Well, you almost out the frame.
Bro, that's cap, bro. That game is not, bro. I'm telling you, Celtics cooking these boys bad, bro. They're gonna hire everybody's bad. Drew Holiday didn't play that whole the series against the Magic.
The Boston play against team that's worse than them, and those teams won 2 games.
Yeah, but this is a conference semi.
So last year conference semis, who did they play?
Who, the Celtics?
Yeah.
Was it? I don't know who it was. Who was it?
I can't remember. Was it Indiana?
Yeah, I think they cooked them both.
I can't remember, but it wasn't no. They didn't sweep nobody last year.
I think it was 4-2. It was 4-2.
Okay, so what I'm saying, Styles make fight. Action Bronson on boys is gonna be tough for Boston Celtics.
Man, I don't think they get more than 1 game out of this series.
Honestly, my prediction been a lot of my prediction been right. Your prediction's been ass. You were solo.
So you think the Knicks is going to win the series against the Celtics?
No, I got the Boston winning, but I'm saying it's gonna be a tough one.
You say it's gonna go to Game 7. I don't even think they're seeing Game 7.
No, but it's not gonna be a 4. It's not gonna be a sweep. It's not gonna be a 4-1. It's either gonna be 6 game or 7 game. Nothing more. Yeah, 6 game or 4 game. You the same one that was telling me, but we gonna get to that. Like. The
Cavs gonna win this series, bro. Like I ain't even worried, bro.
Right.
It's Tuesday. They're gonna beat the dog out of them.
All right. I don't want to hear that when we see the Cavs is down 3-0. Cleveland, this is for you. And then when it's not. But let's get into the next game, man. We got the Denver Nuggets versus the LA Lakers, aka
the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard. You said that Kawhi Leonard and them boys look dangerous, and they were going to go ahead and beat the Denver Nuggets. Did you say that or did you not say that?
I did say they were gonna beat.
All right, apologize, bro.
I ain't gotta apologize.
You gotta apologize, bro.
But
not to me. You gotta apologize to the Denver Nuggets and Joker.
It's a prediction,
bro. No. Because the way you saying it, we didn't talk about the Clippers. We didn't talk about the Clippers or Kawhi the whole season. And then the media started painting a narrative. Them boys look like. Same thing with LA.
Nah, they were playing great
That's my
basketball.
point. That's what I'm trying to
They were
tell you.
playing great
So the
basketball.
whole year they was playing great. Or towards the end we
I'm
started
talking
talking about
about once Kawhi got into the flow, and that's why I made
towards
my
the
prediction.
end.
I say like the way Kawhi, yeah, that's what I said. I said the way Kawhi been playing, he's been playing like the old Kawhi,
That's what I'm
and the
saying.
old Kawhi is dangerous.
That's what I've been trying to tell that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like y'all get this narrative because you seen somebody go 20 games and they've been playing great, act like the other 80,
I don't think that's a
62.
narrative though. Like
That
if they
wasn't
playing
it.
great,
No,
how's that a narrative?
no, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm
Go ahead, go
saying
ahead.
Kawhi Leonard, they had put a good 20 game together and Kawhi Leonard was, was playing great. So the narrative was, hey, Kawhi looked dangerous with the Clippers. The Clippers look like they're dangerous. James Harden and boys, and this and that, and not factoring in the last 62 games that happened before the 20 games. Sometimes people get hot, and then they just go on the street. I'm looking at the totality of it from the get go.
Yeah.
I knew that they weren't gonna be able to beat the Denver Nuggets.
By the totality of it, you missing one factor, which is Kawhi. Kawhi wasn't there most of the time. Even with the time he was there, he was not himself.
So
He was not 100%. So
okay.
my prediction was Kawhi been playing at this level. The teams has elevated to
Okay.
that level. So they contender now, which they were. They took Denver to the if you took Kawhi, if the team that was from the beginning, if that team would have went against the Nuggets right now, I feel like it could have been they could have swept them.
The Nuggets
So
could have
Kawhi
swept them.
coming back, the Nuggets could have swept them. Like Kawhi coming back and acclimating that team and having those stretch of games of playing great basketball and winning most of those games. That's why I predicted that they could win this series because he's playing at that level, which I don't think is wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong because they lost. So what I'm saying,
They lost obviously. Somebody gotta lose.
yeah, somebody got to
If they
lose,
would have
and
won, if they would have won, then what?
then the narrative would have been right, but the narrative was completely wrong. And to me, I knew, and even though I know the Denver Nuggets been struggling all year without a coach, I know that kind of put a little blemish on the team and also the chemistry of the team. But I knew that the type of season Jokic is having, the LA Clippers is not going to be able to beat them. The reason why I'm saying that people are not factoring the other 60 games, yeah, I know Kawhi wasn't there, but we also forgot that like the Kawhi was playing with Paul George and James Harden at some point. They couldn't do it with that team. Now that Paul George is not there, they got just Kawhi and James Harden. And James Harden was an all-star this year, shooting like 38% from the three-point line. Not the three-point line, from the field. Very inefficient. And we know that man don't play no defense. So I knew going into this series that, at some point James Harden's going to let them down. The Kawhi scary. Kawhi scary and who?
He was. James Harden
Scary to who?
2 for 8 from field, 1 for 4 from three.
Who?
7 point. James Harden, like, game 7. But the thing about the game 7 is, even though he was really like terrible at shooting, he had 13 assists. So
Now that's
he
my
was
point.
distributing.
That's my point. Like you're looking at the 13 assists. He's so inefficient though.
I know. I'm saying that he was poor. Like he was
Look.
poor shooting. He was poor shooting. So I feel like he noticed that in the beginning. So he started like letting the ball out of his hand a little bit.
No, but he always he's a great passer. I think he averaged a double this year, like 20 and 10 or something, right?
But this is the only game that he really played poorly. Because if you look at like the game before this, let me see.
James
The game
Harden.
before this, he had 28, 6, and 8. That one was good.
All right, look. Let's not even do that. Let me just finish it here, right? This man averaged
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This man averaged 18 points in the series. 18.7. 3.3 turnovers, right?
Per game.
The whole series. Like this the average per game, right? And then he was shooting 43% from the field goal from the field. He was shooting about 44%. No, 36% from the three, and 9.1 assists, 1.1. What is it? 1.1 block steal, 1.1. Yeah, 1.3 steals, and 2.3 fouls, personal foul. Anyway, so this number is not gonna cut it, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
This number is not gonna cut it, and
He let them boys down.
like, come on, bro. And then let's just go back to this. What year? 2024, 2025. He averaged 24 points this year. He averaged 18. In the series versus the Denver Nuggets. That's one. So his number dropped from there. And the assists went down. I think the only thing that improved was his shooting percentage. No. He averaged 22 points this year. 8.7 assists, shooting 41 from the field, 35 from the 3-point line. So to me, it's just like James Harden is just James Harden, bro. You can't. He's not gonna play defense. And I would say this, bro. Like players that don't play two ways in the playoff always get exposed. And James Harden is one of them. He's one of them. Terrible. So what you got to say about your man?
Man, he's just lazy. He's lazy. Let I do. I'm like, nigga, bro, we bumbo seal my thing. Maybe you don't know how to play defense.
James Harden don't play. So, okay, this is my question for you. Who's the worst defender, James Harden or Luka?
I think Luka actually really tried. James Harden for me is like lazy. Like I think Luka like put effort in. I've never seen James Harden. I've seen James Harden like I don't know, malo knee like finger at all. I've seen him stand like this and somebody go make a layup. Like he's
James Harden and Luka are twins, bro.
yeah. Yo, James Harden's defense is ass,
Say twin,
bro.
Say twin, bro. Luka and James Harden are twin, bro. They both terrible on defense, and that's what I was saying. I'm gonna say it today. I don't care what you say. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody saying that Luka is better than Ant-Man. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
Luka is not better than Ant-Man. I'm gonna say it right now. Luka is not better than Ant-Man. People just get so like stuck on the scoring part and forget that it's a two-way. You got to play defense and offense. Like I was talking to this about Salah.
I still think of Luka over Ant-Man.
Why? Because he scored 30 points a game?
Yep.
And he can't play. So what's the point of scoring 30 points if you're going to give up 30 points on the other end?
I don't think he's giving up 30 points, bro.
let me put
bro, I'm not like I think Luka's still better than Ant-Man. Obviously, the game is played both ways, but I think like his defense, he could work on that.
Look, I seen somewhere Jaden McDaniels is shooting 63.2% from the field, 60% from the 3-point line, defended by Luka in this series. What you got to say about that? That's one. And I got more. I think he also set another record in terms of like players, the amount of time he got blown by.
Got blown by.
Like it's just ridiculous, bro. I'm over here. 16 drive defended by Luka, 9 blow-bys, 23 points directly off drive defended by Luka. Look at this. Luka Doncic had the most blow-bys allowed by a player in a playoff game this year. Like, so we're talking about. I'm still picking like what? Like I don't get it. Playing basketball. Okay, what make Kobe and MJ great? What make LeBron and them great?
Two-way players.
I'm not saying Luka is not great. He's great. He's an offensive juggernaut. He's not a two-way player. You're not gonna tell me Luka is better than Shea. You're not gonna tell me Luka is better than Ant-Man. But he beat Ant-Man last year. But Ant-Man beat him this year.
Okay. I mean it's 1-1 there. That's how they come. Luka, I know Luka gonna get in the gym. He gonna lose it.
Come on,
He
son.
gonna lose all the way. He come back.
He needs to. Because somebody says he got introduced to American food, he gained weight. He needs to lose weight.
He already smoking hookah.
He gotta do a water diet, bro.
Yeah, water diet will work on him. Pause.
No, that ain't no. You gotta do a water diet, fruit diet, changes like the way he eat. He's never gonna be a great defender.
He's like sluggish, bro. Like he got, cause bro, somebody did a comparison when he like first came. He wasn't like I don't know. I Fadibra la fakan doing this like.
American food.
He was chubby. Yeah, bro. He water diet. Somebody like his team, they gotta work on that this summer, bro. Water diet, bro. Some like lose some so he can move a little bit better. Cause now, like, bro, back then he was dunking all the time, but now
look at him. Look at this. One. Look at the whole game.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Nico was right.
Man, Nico's not right, bro.
So Nico wasn't right about his fitness. He wasn't right about that.
He lying.
He lying about Luka's fitness, bro.
He lying about everything about Luka, bro.
Bro, like, I know you like, bro. Luka don't even know you.
So,
like, but you defending him like you. How he lying? We saw it. Luka don't even know you, bro. You gotta stop eating. Stop eating.
Brian know you, huh?
No, but I said, but Brian ass. I tell you, Brian ass. I was texting you that first game when Brian couldn't even score.
Bronny looking like Brian out.
That's what I told you. Brian looked like Bronny. Right? But you cannot. Okay, Luka look like who? Barney. That's a fact. Like, but you over here acting like bro know you. Nico was right. I'm not gonna say he was right about trading him, but he was right about his fitness. Luka is probably
I think also him like being like being out for that long time for like I feel like that also got something.
Mo, he's getting paid millions of dollars. What do you mean being out? You got all these professionals and team staff members.
Like he's not game savvy. Yeah, like he came at a time when they were getting closer to the playoffs. How many games did he play before the playoffs?
Like 30
Like,
maybe.
I don't think it was 30, maybe like 20. No. You don't have to look.
You be glad. Keep talking. You be defending him like, bro. Call Luka right now.
I'm suggesting maybe like, but still, like me, I need to see Luka in full year, like full season with the Lakers. Then I start making like those assumptions.
Yeah,
Like,
Luka could have started that game in the preseason. Could have started with the Lakers in the preseason. It would have been the same outcome.
But Luka wasn't the only issue, bro. Lakers.
I'm not saying it was the only issue.
They also need to get a big man.
I was making a comparison of players that don't play defense because we're still talking about the Clippers.
I still think he's better than both Shea and man.
Explain yourself, please. I want to understand why you say that.
Because what he offer offensively, none of them, like, I mean, Shea probably do, but...
You keep explaining.
No, I'm just saying, like, and bro, Luka almost a walking triple-double.
He played 28 games with the Lakers. But yeah, you say that he's a walking triple-double?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing all of that to go give up a lot of points on defense.
Yeah, if they get like a... If he's on a team like the Celtics, I don't think that would be a problem.
Look, yeah, like, I mean, when he played for Dallas... You know, because I was talking to Ahmed about it. I'm like, Luka is more effective. The thing also, okay, let's not get into too much into Luka because we still got to talk about this. But one thing I would also say that, you know, Luka didn't have a big to play with, pause, right? Because usually in the pick and roll, he's very dangerous and then he can pick the team apart. And he didn't have that. So I'll give him that. But Luka got to play defense.
No, facts. That's known fact everywhere. Like, he got to, at least, like, even if you're not a good defender, at least you. And I feel like there was a couple games where he was putting at the effort. It's just like, he
so what about the other time when he just watched people run past him?
Yeah, I'm saying that, like, he got to clean those up a little bit more.
A little bit more. The game is over.
A lot of it. Yeah, I'm saying coming up next season because the same issue might come back.